Hey guys, welcome back to Your Mindset, Your Power. So happy having you here. Today's episode is really close to my heart because so many of you, both young adults in your 20s and parents, have sent me messages asking me for this specific conversation. Parents asking me how can I better support my child without adding more pressure, and young adults have asked me questions like how do I know if I'm on the right path? What if I never figured out what I really want to do? Am I behind in life? What if I don't find the right person, the right career, the right answers? And if you're in your 20s right now, my friend, you might feel like you're the only one feeling overwhelmed. And let me tell you, you're not. I coach young adults every week and I hear these same worries over and over. And I want you to know, you're not broken, my friend. You're not behind. You're just in a very unique and challenging, but also beautiful decade of your life. So today, I'm going to give you perspective. I'm going to give you hope, tools and skills you need to navigate this decade with more ease, clarity, and understanding. And if you're a parent or caregiver, I really want you to stay with me too, my friend, because this episode will help you see your loved ones in their 20s with a lot more compassion and understanding. So let's take a deep breath and let's dive in. The first part, I want to start with why the 20s feel so overwhelming. It might be because you haven't found the career you love, right? Or you just don't even know if you want a career. Maybe you're struggling financially. Maybe you feel like everyone else is moving forward, getting jobs, getting married, buying homes. Well, you're just not there yet. And then there's social media. Every scroll makes you feel like you're falling behind, right? Like everyone else your age has it together. Dream job, perfect relationship, amazing trips, while you're just figuring things out. Right? Sounds familiar? And listen, I hear you. I understand you. So many things have changed since I was in my 20s. I get it. We didn't have social media constantly reminding us of what we didn't have. No, life was slower, less noisy. We had challenges? Yes, we did. Financial worries, worries about the future. Yes, all that. But the world wasn't coming at us at 1,000,000 miles per hour. And today, my friend, there is also too many options, right? So many paths, careers, side hustles, opportunities, which is great. Don't get me wrong. But you might agree they might add a little bit more confusion and pressure, right? You might even feel paralyzed not knowing where to start. It's like going into a giant library to try to find a book to read. And there is an enormous amount of options that you might feel so overwhelmed that you ended up walking out without any book. Why? Because you couldn't even make up your mind. That is decision paralysis, my friend. And that's normal. And on top of that, many of you have lost the structure you grew up with. As kids and teens, when you were a kid and a teen, you were surrounded by usually the same people, right? And the same routines. And in high school, you had a built-in community. You had the same classes, the same teammates, the same friends. And then your 20 hit. And suddenly, everyone's is on different schedule, moving to different places, living at different paces. One Friday night, you look around and think, wait, where is everyone? And then you feel alone. No wonder you feel overwhelmed. I hear you, my friend. I see you. So let's move to the next point, because now I want to talk directly to you parents and caregivers who have children in their 20s or even younger, because that's coming, my friend. What you need to understand, if you are a parent of someone in their 20s, I get it. I imagine it's so hard to watch your child struggle or feeling stuck. And maybe your instinct is to push and say, why you haven't applied for that job yet? Why don't you have a plan? When are you moving out? It's crazy, right? You might feel so frustrated, but here's the truth. Today's 20s are not the 20s you had. You had your struggles, yes, but they're facing a whole different set of challenges in the world that moves a lot faster with higher expectations, constant comparison, and so much more noise. So please stop comparing your timeline to theirs. Stop saying, when I was your age. No. Instead, try and saying, I know it's overwhelming today. I'm here for you. How can I support you? Right? Because adding more weight doesn't help. It just creates more paralysis. The world has shifted, my friend, and so must the way you support them. And listen, I'm not saying, you run and solve their problems or just jump to give them the solutions. No, it's important for them to learn how to figure things out on their own. I'm talking about validation of their feelings, giving them the encouragement they need. And yes, advice, but leave the judgment aside. And to you, young adults, listen, your parents might mean well, of course. Sometimes they just don't know how it's like to be in your shoes today. I totally get it. That's why we all here, right? Together, getting the awareness to be able to show up better for you. So this is where we all need more compassion for each other, right? Let's go to point number 3. Let's move to this question. Why timeline doesn't define you? Let me share a personal story, my friend. I want to take you to my 20s, back in some decades ago. So get ready. Listen, because for so many years, I told myself I lost the best years of my life, my 20s, because I got married when I was very young, 20, and it wasn't a great marriage. I went through a lot of hard moments. For a long time, I believed I ruined that decade of my life. But here's what I learned. Even though that marriage was challenging, it made me stronger. It pushed me to finally finish my career. I poured all my energy into my studies, graduated with high achievements, and that opened new doors. And you know what? When that chapter ended, it led me to the man who has been my husband for 28 years now. And I got married again when I was in my 30s. I became a mom in my mid-30s. And looking back now, it all happened in the right time, my time. So if you're listening and thinking I'm behind, please hear me. You're not late. You're not behind. No, life is not a race, my friend. Your timeline is yours, not someone else's. Let's go to the next point. I want to teach you something very important next. Reframing that story, your story, to see challenges not as roadblocks, but as growth, my friend. Your 20s are not about having everything figured out. They are about figuring yourself out. That's different. So yes, it can feel messy. Yes, there is a lot of unknown. I get it. But that's the point. This decade is about learning. It's about experimenting and planting seeds for the future. Think of it like planting a garden. You're not supposed to see everything bloom yet, right? You're just putting seeds in the soil. And the truth, life is never linear. No, it's full of curves, ups, downs, detours. There is no straight path, and that's okay. So instead of asking, what if I fail? Ask yourself, what can I learn if I try? You see? Because the only true failure is staying stuck and not trying at all, my friend. Think of it like a basketball. If you're afraid to miss a shot, you will never take one, right? You will miss every opportunity. But if you take the shots, you'll miss some, for sure, but you will also score some wins. So don't stay in the sidelines, my friend. Get in and practice and learn, miss, and then keep trying. Don't give up. And the truth is, there is a possibility that maybe your first job, it's not going to be your dream job at all. Maybe you have to take a job outside your ideal field. Yeah, maybe. Or you don't even know what is your ideal, job just yet. And I'm here to tell you, it's all good. That is what your 20s are all about. To experience different things, to make connections, to stay curious, to learn problem-solving skills, not to have everything figured out. You are in your 20s, my friend. You don't have to know everything now. But hey, if that job you don't like is helping you paying the bills, so you are in it, then be in it. Try to learn as much as possible. Show up the way you want to show up. develop good reputation, and on your own time, keep exploring other options that might be more appealing to you and start taking the steps towards that. This is the time to get curious, to try different things. Don't waste your energy complaining because it won't get you anywhere. All right, so now let's get ready. The good stuff is coming too because I have prepared for you a set of tools and skills that will help you navigate your 20s more effectively, and you will stop that spiral of overthinking and you will feel more grounded, even if things still feel heavy. So, ready? You will feel lighter and more at ease, I hope. So let's dive in. First of all, learn to compartmentalize. Think of your mind like a dresser with several drawers. Each drawer has its purpose. One for work stress, one for relationships, and one for personal goals. The mistake many people make is dumping everything, emotions, worries, frustration, into one messy pile. No. So when you do that, it's hard to see clearly what really needs your attention, right? So here's a simple example. Let's say you're driving to work and you get a flat tire. Oh, so frustrating, right? It throws off your morning. I understand that. But once you fix it and you get to your job, you have a choice. Do you leave that frustration in the parking lot or drag it into your office? So when you compartmentalize, you choose what belongs where. You keep a bad moment from becoming a bad day. Number 2, focus on what you can control. When it's raining, you can't control the rain, right? But you can grab an umbrella and turn on your windshield wipers. Life works the same way. You can't control timelines. You can't control the economy or the future or other people's opinion. But you can control how you show up. Yes, what effort you give today and how you respond. So small actions now create big change later. So let go what is not in your control. Number 3, take small steps. Don't climb a mountain in one leap. You take one step at a time. If thinking about your whole future feels overwhelming, zoom in, my friend. What is one thing you can do today that moves you 1% closer to where you want to be? That's all it takes. 4, don't isolate yourself. Yeah, please. Because when you feel lost, your first instinct might be to just withdraw, to hide from the world, stay in your own bubble, and wait until you feel better. But no, here's the truth. Isolation often makes things worse. Yes, connection is what helps you heal and regain perspective. Even when you don't feel like, doing it, push yourself to reach out to a friend who will lift you up, join a club or a group that, shares your interests, and volunteer your time. You'll meet people and feel a sense of purpose. Please don't isolate yourself. Number 5, be mindful of your self-talk. I know I talked about it in other podcasts before. Your brain believes what you tell. Yes, whether it's true or not, it believes it. If you keep repeating, I'm behind, I'm not capable, I'll never figure it out, your mind will start scanning for proof to back that up. You'll feel stuck, small, and limited. But when you intentionally shift your words, everything changes, my friend. Even simple affirmations like, I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm figuring it out as in my own pace. This creates an immediate shift in how you feel, for sure. And guess what? Your brain will start looking for evidence of progress, opportunities, and possibilities around you. The way you talk to yourself shapes the way you see your life. Choose words that lift you, not words that keep you down. And last, this one is a key. Develop emotional intelligence, or EQ. If there's one skill that will impact every part of your life, your career, relationship, confidence, and overall well-being, it's emotional intelligence. Because emotional intelligence is about understanding your emotions instead of being controlled by them. Recognizing that what are you feeling and why, so you can respond intentionally rather than react impulsively, right? It also helps you reading and respecting other people's emotions, because empathy builds better and stronger relationships for sure. In your 20s, you'll face uncertainty. You will have rejection, comparison, and big life transitions. Yes, but this EQ will help you navigate all of it with more clarity, resilience, and self-awareness. You make better choices, and you will manage challenges without falling apart. Simply, emotional intelligence is literally the foundation that makes all the other skills work. Yeah. All right. So tell me, guys, do you feel lighter now? Yes, I love that. So let's do a quick recap. First, it's normal to feel lost in your 20s. You're not behind, you're building. Second, parents, support with empathy, not pressure. 3, your timeline is your own. Life isn't a race, my friend. 4, take the shot, even if you miss. That's how you grow. 5, use the tools. Compartmentalize, stay curious, shift your self-talk, don't isolate. And 6, build emotional intelligence. Understand your emotions so they don't run the show. A small shift now, it equals big impact later. You're doing better than you think, my friend. And your 20s are not the only decade to get it right. You don't have to have it all figured out now. You can explore, be curious, fail, learn, and try again. You have time, my friend. Your own time to create your life at your pace. So stop racing, stop comparing. Life isn't about some imaginary finish line. No, it's about living, it's about learning, and even finding joy and meaning in the messy parts. Yes, and those perfect reels you see on social media, guess what? They're not showing the full story. They are highlight reel. Not the behind the scenes struggles. They don't show the struggles necessarily. So don't compare your journey to someone else's edited version. Live your own story, my friend. And to parents, your love and patience can make all the difference. Be their safe space as they will figure it out. If you are in your 20s and feeling very overwhelmed, remember this. You are exactly where you need to be, my friend. You are not late. You don't need every answer right now. Together with compassion, understanding, and small steps forward, you will figure it out. Of course you will. Be kind to yourself, my friend. Give yourself some credit, and you are stronger than you ever imagined. I believe in you. I am proud of you. And your potential is infinite. I really hope you are feeling much more relaxed right now, and your parents too. And if you think this message can help someone you love, share it. And my DMs are always open, my friends. Keep connecting with me. I love that. Until next time, keep breathing, keep believing, and keep moving forward, one step at a time. You got this, my friend. Have a wonderful week.